This is Roho the Cat. Today we will learn how to build this fully automatic dried kelp farm. This farm works by collecting bamboo and kelp. The bamboo is used as fuel for a smoker, which cooks the kelp, creating dried kelp. Per hour, this farm produces approximately 3¼ stacks of dried kelp, which equates to just over 20 kelp blocks. The items required are listed in the description to this video. Without much further ado, let's get into the build. Create a tower of temporary blocks with dirt on top. Then remove the temporary blocks. Create a row of 8 dirt blocks. Alongside the dirt but 1 block lower, place a row of 8 building blocks. Build a further row of 8 dirt blocks at the same level as the first row. Next, build 2 rows of 8 building blocks like so. We will now repeat this pattern twice more. On the final block of each single block wide row of building blocks, place a slab. Behind each of the 3 slabs, place a glass block. Place a water source block on each slab like so. Place a building block at the end of each row of dirt. Infill the gaps here with glass. Place water on these areas like so. Use temporary blocks to go 1 block out and 1 block up like this. Then place a piston on top facing inwards. Create a row of 8 pistons parallel to the dirt blocks. Do a mirror image of the same thing over here. Place a row of 8 pistons back to back with these ones here. Repeat this for the remainder of the structure. Next, place building blocks on top of every piston. Build a tower of 3 glass blocks like so. Then place an observer on each side of the glass facing into the build. Under each of them, place an observer facing upwards like this. Do the same thing for the next 2 segments. At the rear of the build, create staircases from the ends of each dirt row leading up to the building blocks above the pistons. Place redstone dust on the blocks under the observers, leading up the staircases, and on top of all the observers for the whole structure. Place bamboo on each of the dirt blocks. Within each of the 3 segments, place 2 rows of iron bars between each set of pistons like so. Use building blocks to infill either end of the structure between the pistons and the dirt blocks. The first layer is complete. Next, build a platform for the second layer. Now repeat exactly the same process for this layer. First the dirt rows, slabs and water. Next the pistons, observers and redstone. Then the bamboo and iron rails. Next, create a collection system for the bamboo, comprising 2 water streams meeting in the middle. Remove the central block, and place a sign. Place a water source block at either end. Infill the entire front of the structure with glass like this. The bamboo farm is now complete. Next, we will form a layer of building blocks as the basis of the kelp farm. This platform only needs to be 8 blocks deep. Roho the Cat appreciates it if you like and subscribe. Place a row of building blocks along the edge. Leave a clear 3-block gap, then build another row. Again, leave a clear 3-block gap, then build another row. Finally, build a row along this edge. Place a row of pistons on top of the blocks. Place pistons on the next row of blocks facing the first set of pistons. Do the same thing for the final 2 rows of blocks. Add building blocks behind each and every piston. Place observers on top of each piston, facing into the valleys you have created. Place building blocks on top of each observer. Enclose the rear of each valley with a wall of glass. Do the same thing to the front of each valley. Completely fill the 2 valleys with water source blocks. Place a row of kelp against each long wall of each valley. Leave the central row of blocks in each valley clear. Place redstone dust on all the building blocks behind each piston. Place extra rows of building blocks in the center, keeping the middle clear. At the front, build a column like this, and create a small valley running down the center. At the rear, infill the structure like this. Go around the outside edge with a layer of blocks, but leave the central block at the front clear. Place 8 fence gates down the center like this. Then open them. Infill a water valley with top slabs like this. Place water source blocks along this edge here. Do the same thing to the other water valley. Place a single water source block at the rear of the small valley under the fence gates. Remove the 2 central building blocks at the base. Place 2 temporary blocks, and then a smoker. Then remove the temporary blocks. Place a hopper leading into the rear face of the smoker, and a second hopper leading into the rear of the first hopper. Next, form a column of building blocks running the full height of the structure, down to the smoker. Infill above the front hopper with glass. Build a second column the full height of the structure on the other side of the smoker. Place a hopper leading into the top of the smoker. Form a column of glass the full height of the structure from the face of this new hopper. Place a temporary block. Then a double chest underneath like this. And remove the temporary block. Then place a hopper under the smoker, leading into the chest. Finally, remove the slabs from the top of the two water valleys, and this will complete the construction of the fully automatic dried kelp farm. As you can see, kelp is already flowing down and into the smoker. Bamboo is ready for use as fuel, to convert the kelp to dried kelp. This gets collected in the chest. Look. We already have some dried kelp. And the farm has only been running a few seconds. And so, that concludes this Roho the Cat tutorial on how to build a fully automatic dried kelp farm. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and comment below with any feedback. Pip pip cheerio.